Hello Bookish friends, today I want to talk about rating books. At the beginning of my channel, I made a video about how I rate my books, and I think it was a great way to explain how I approach reading in general. Today I want to make another video, a more recent video about that, because I recently changed my rating style from 5 stars to rating books out of 10 points. And the reason that I chose this date is that I recently reached 250 subscribers, and although it comes and goes between 248 and 252, because I reached that milestone once, I just want to explain myself better to all of my new friends as well. I actually rate my books according to 5 aspects, and those are how I feel about the characters, plot, writing style, how I enjoyed the book, and if I had an emotional bond with the book or not. As for characters, I can say that I rate books higher when the characters are 3-dimensional and they show a character development. I also really do not like needy, whiny, and also stupid characters. And for plot, I rate books much higher when the plots are complex and well structured. And I also do like plots that are somewhat relatable to our real life. For example, I can really like a fantasy world if one of the aspects really resembles real life. As for writing style, I of course do not like a simple writing style or unoriginal style of writing, but I also really do not like flowery writing style. By that I mean I read some books that have beautiful writing style and I really enjoy them, but for some books I feel like the writing style is made beautiful just for sake of having a beautiful writing style, and really do not have anything to do with the plots or the characters. So I do not like those writing styles. And I also do struggle with very long descriptions of nature as well. I think having the enjoyment level and having an emotional bond with the book really depends on the previous 3 factors that I've mentioned before. When I explain my ratings, I will give an example of a book that I have not mentioned or mentioned only once in my channel before, and I will mostly choose the books that I've read before I started my booktube channel. For books that I rated 1 out of 10, I usually do not finish those books. In such books, I like nothing about the book, and those are the books I would not advise even to my worst enemy. I could only find one book that I could rate 1 out of 10 among the 1-star books that I rated on Goodreads. That is 24 Hours to Die, an Anthony Stone novel by Silk White. While I was reading this book, I could not really determine if this book was a serious book or not, because the sentences were so bad. I mean, the main character was always referred as not Anthony, but Anthony Stone all the time. Like Anthony Stone took out his gun, Anthony Stone talked to the woman, and Anthony Stone did this or that. So it was a horrible book, and I just finished the book because I thought since this book is written, there has to be something worthwhile in the book, and I finished it with expecting that, but unfortunately nothing was worthwhile in the book, so it's 1 out of 10 for sure. As for 2 out of 10, I sort of like just one thing among the factors that I liked in a book, but not really, but sort of. And my example for this rating is the herring in the library. the third book in Elsie and Ethelred series by Elsie Taylor. The book was written very badly. The mystery was uninteresting. The characters are unlikable. And the only reason that I could give this one 2 out of 10 is because there were some sections which were supposed to be badly written. And those were really badly written, and therefore it hit the spot at that sections actually, so that's why it's a 2. As for 3 out of 10, there is something that I liked, not sort of liked, or admired. For 3 out of 10, I can say that A Court of Frost and Starlight by Sarah J. Maas could fit in this category. I really could not understand why this book was written. It did not fulfill anything. It was supposed to be a bridge to the next series, but if I had not read which character the next series would follow, I would not be able to determine the character by reading this book. Because it focused on Feyre again, how Feyre and the gang celebrate Christmas. It was like a Christmas novella. And in this book, Feyre just shopped Christmas gifts for friends and had sexy times with her partner. So I really could not understand the purpose of this book. The one thing that I liked in this book was one of the characters. I really like one of Feyre's sisters, and how her story unfolded. That was the only thing that I liked in this book, so I gave it 3 out of 10. As for 4 out of 10, many of the things in this book were fine, and I sort of enjoyed the book. But there was something that really did disappoint me. And many books that I rated start with this rating actually. And the book that I'm going to mention is a Harlequin's romance book, A Seal's Kiss by Tawny Weber. I remember the book being meh. I sort of liked the romance, especially in the beginning, but I really lost interest as the book progressed, and considering Harlequin romance books are really short books, and I think this book just deserved 4 out of 10. As for 5 out of 10, I can say that I found the book fine, but I did not like one single thing. The book that I'm going to mention is a domestic thriller, Good Me, Bad Me by Ellie Land. I read this book I think 2-3 years ago, and I really did not like the characters. I found the plot not bad but not good either. And also I sort of guessed the big twist very early, which really diminished my reading experience. But I also did not want to DNF the book because I sort of wanted to find out what would happen. So it's just a meh book, and it's 5 out of 10. As for 6 out of 10, I give 6 out of 10 to all average books, which means that all of the aspects in this book were fine, but not exceptionally fine. And I also give 6 out of 10 to books in which I do not like one aspect of the book, but like the other aspect of the book. For example, I might not like the characters, but I might find the plot very clever. So those are the books that I mostly give 6 out of 10, as well as all average books. And 6 out of 10 are the books that I sort of enjoyed reading and did not want to DNF it at any time. There were many books that I rated 6 out of 10, but I chose Third Daughter by Susan K. Quinn. It was a young adult fantasy novel, and it was just fine, all average. The characters were fine, the plot was sort of interesting, and the romance was cute, but nothing spectacular, so it's 6 out of 10. As for 7 out of 10, I can say that I really liked one of the aspects of the book, for example, the characters. or the plot or the writing style very, very much. But I found the other aspects just fine, and 7 out of 10 are the books I really enjoyed. For example, I can say that I really enjoyed The Firm by John Grisham. I liked the writing style very much in that book, but the characters and the plot were just fine, not bad but not good either. So it's 7 out of 10 for me. As for 8 out of 10, I can say that I really liked all of the 3 main aspects of the book: the characters, the plot, and the writing style. And I enjoyed the book immensely, but I did not feel an emotional bond while reading the book. So that is the determining factor between 8 out of 10 and 9 out of 10 actually. I'm going to say The Mysterious Affair at Styles by Agatha Christie. I thought the plot, the characters, the writing style was really, really good. But as I've said before, I did not feel an emotional bond or did not feel very surprised while reading it. So it's 8 out of 10, but it's a really, really good book. As for 9 out of 10, I do not give 9 out of 10 very frequently actually. But I can say that I really liked all of the components of the book, and really loved one of them. For example, I can really like the plot and the characters, but I can love the writing style, and those are the books that I give 9 out of 10 to. And additionally, for the books that I gave 9 out of 10, I feel an emotional bond to those books. For example, I gave The Shining by Stephen King 9 out of 10 because I really liked the plot and the writing style of the book, but the character development was the thing that I loved in this book. I really loved the character downfall of the main character in this book, and how it was portrayed. It was a really good study of human psychology and how complex the characters can be, in my opinion. And as for 10 out of 10, there are so few books that I rated 10 out of 10, and those books are the perfect books. I loved all of the aspects of the book. I enjoyed the book very, very much, and I also felt an emotional bond while reading the book. So those books are really rare, and the only one that I could find that I did not talk very much was A Man Called Uwe by Fredrick Backman. This book hit all the right spots for me, and I was really impressed by the writing style and especially the translator. I liked the character and as well as the side characters a lot, and the plot was also really, really good, so that's why I gave that book 10 out of 10. And in the last section of the video I want to do a giveaway because I reached 250 subscribers. I want to give 2 Turkish books that are translated to English. One of them is my favorite Turkish translated book, Long White Cloud by Buket Uzuner. And the other one is a historical mystery book that is written by a very famous Turkish mystery writer, Ninatta'n's Bracelet by Ahmet, Ümit. You can enter the giveaway from any part of the world. All you have to do is to be subscribed to my channel, and also you have to comment that you want to enter the giveaway. This giveaway will be open until the middle of October, and I will draw names from a jar in a separate video. So thank you all for being my friends and being my subscribers. I am very happy to have at least 250 friends among you. Please comment down below, how do you rate your books? I really want to know how you approach to the rating of books. And lastly, if you're a new viewer, first of all, welcome. And then please like and subscribe. Hope to see you very soon. Bye. For Turkish word of the day, I chose a word from my least favorite book among the books that I've talked about. A Time to Die. Die means ölmek in Turkish, and ölmek is our Turkish word of the day. Have a good day.